Hey, what's going on, guys? I guess I finally decided to do another video. Surprisingly, people were still subscribing, a few people, but yeah, I guess I decided time to do a video explaining what happened to me and what I'm doing now. Long story short is that I'm in tech sales now, of all things. But it has been a long journey. A lot has happened. Yeah, very bad times, but I made it out. I'm still here. So, yeah, I guess I'll do a couple of videos to explain what happened and how I got to where I am right now and how things are going in tech sales. So, yeah. Yeah, so to begin with, it got pretty bad. Like, I was in school at the moment. Not at the moment, but I was in school I didn't even know what I was in school for. I was just taking classes. I knew I wanted to be in the tech industry, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I'm trying to remember, what was I taking? I was taking like a Red Hat Linux class, a networking class, a cybersecurity class. The semester before I was taking some web page development classes. I was just really all over the place. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I thought I had an idea, but at the end of the semester right before Christmas, when I was done with all the finals and the homework and lab assignments, it kind of just dawned on me that I didn't want to do any of the technical roles in the tech field either. So I don't know. I guess I got to go back even further. I don't know if I explained that, but I used to be an engineer. So I knew I wanted to transition out of that. So I was basically doing engineering. I took kind of like a low-level civil engineering job, and then on the side I was taking classes. So yeah, somewhere along the line, I'm taking classes and I'm going to school, and I said, screw it. I'm ready to be done with engineering. So I started applying to some different jobs, and I got the job that I was telling you about in the last video. I thought I got a job. Technically, I did, but it turned out not to be what I expected. So yeah, I ended up quitting my civil engineering job, taking this other job, and I was in school at the same time. So I'm taking classes. This semester finishes, and I'm just completely wiped out with all the tech stuff, the cybersecurity labs and the Linux labs and the web development, the coding, just everything. It was just a lot to handle. And then on top of that, like the last video I made when I was in LA, I pretty much didn't get assigned another job. Like I got assigned to one other job between then and like, jeez, in April. So I had no kind of money coming in or anything. As you can see right here, I'm filming on my phone right now. I used to have the nice little Canon M50 with my nice little lens. It looked a lot cleaner. But yeah, I had to sell things that I did not want to sell. I had to dip into my savings. All my savings are gone. I started using my credit card. I won't go into numbers. Well, maybe I will in a later video though. But yeah, I started using my credit card just to pay bills. So I'm literally quit my engineering job, and the way I left that, I pretty much burned all bridges. I didn't mean to, but they didn't like the way I left. So going back to engineering in the city I live in, I'm out in Las Vegas, but the company I was working for was so large and had such a strong influence that there was no way I was going to be able to break back into civil engineering. Even though, yeah, I didn't want to, but even if I wanted to, there was no way that was going to happen. So that was out of the picture. So I have no money coming in. I know I'm in school. So after Christmas break, I didn't get back into school because I knew after doing all the labs and actually doing the hands-on stuff that I didn't want to do that aspect of work. So now I'm can go back to engineering. I'm been busting my butt all this time working, trying to get into tech, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to do these jobs in tech. What the heck? Like I went into a pretty deep depression. It was really bad. Like I thought I was gonna go homeless. Like I had to sell all kinds of stuff that I didn't want to sell. Um, there was a while for about 2 weeks that I barely got out of bed. I mean, it was bad. Um, so yeah, I mean, I went through some pretty rough times. And at some point, somewhere in between that, I came across tech sales. This was literally like right as the last semester I was in school, right as that was ending. And I realized, man, I don't want to do this. It was literally like a couple of days before I'd saw something about tech sales. Or no, I've seen something way before then, but a couple of days before had decided that I was gonna try it out, try one of these courses online out. So literally I finished my finals and I knew I was done with that aspect of tech, the technical side of tech. And I literally just started studying. I took one of the courses online. I won't go into detail right now, but maybe later. But yeah, so I went through that tech sales. I didn't know what else to do. I knew I didn't want to do anything technical. Um, it was a pretty open field. You didn't need any experience. So, I just said I went for it. I honestly didn't know what else to do. Like, I didn't know what else to do. So I went for it. Finished the course. And then it was on to like reapplying. So while I was a civil engineer, I had to apply, like, I forget how long it took, but I got that job that I talked about in the last video. And that was a whole ordeal, just going through the interviewing process and sending resumes out to all these different companies. That was an ordeal in itself. So I literally thought I had a job, get out of school, go through, this course to get into tech sales, and I'm literally right back to sending out resumes. I mean, it was brutal. Like, if you are getting into the space, if you're trying to get a job and if you're trying to switch over and get into tech, it's brutal. Yeah. Yeah. So you put that on top of me burning through all of my savings, going into debt just to, stay afloat. And now I have to go back into the job market and start sending out resumes for something I've never done in my life before. It was a lot to handle. I went through a depression. Like you said, I had to sell a whole bunch of stuff that I never thought I'd sell and didn't want to sell. So yeah, it was a rough ordeal, man. But yeah, literally at the nick of time before my credit card maxed out, and I literally found a job like last minute. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I've been in tech sales for about 2 months now. It's very interesting, very different than engineering. I won't in this video go into what the job entails, but it's very different than what I'm used to in the engineering field. So yeah, that's it for now. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'll come back with a couple more videos to explain some things. I think I still have some ideas if you're trying to get into the tech field, like one of the better ways to go about it. And I think I have one of the cheapest ways to go about it that I've never really heard anybody talk about. But yeah, hopefully hopefully I'll make some more videos or something. But I mean, if there's so much out there, like, there's really no need. So if somebody wants to see something, I guess you can message. But I have a couple of things I've never really heard anybody say, but I'll make those to try to help anybody out who's in the job market. But yeah, after that, if you want to hear something, yeah, you can ask. But yeah, this is weird being back. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time.